Hey guys, welcome to the Coffee Talks. Do you have your coffee? It's regular today because I'm recording in the daytime. So we are still working on the series, Truth Talks related to weight release. And today our coffee talk is moving into unleashing the law of attraction for weight release. How cool is that? Have you ever tried law of attraction for weight release? Most people don't. I had a friend, oops, keep my hand off the mic, right? I had a friend who wrote a book, 17 Seconds to Weight Loss, and we're going to talk about that. Let me make a note. We're going to talk about that today also. It's actually Susan James. I don't know if you know her. She's a fabulous educator when it comes to law of attraction, and she was like one of my first mentors and guides, really. Aside from people like Esther Hicks, Louise Hay, right? They were just classic, and their work is timeless. So today we're going to be talking about law of attraction related to weight release. What is? Well, let's just back up for a minute. So the first two, if you're new to me, hi. Welcome to the Truth Talks. This is, it's the Coffee Talks, and it's Truth Talk related to releasing law of attraction on weight loss. We're going to have to cut that title down. I need to talk with Mac. Do you know Mac? Mac is our producer here at Broadcast Team Alpha. So I think, let me know what you think in the chat. I think it should be Coffee Talks with Nori. And we're going to take the Truth Talk out, right? So now that we're moving into our third segment of the series, it can be Coffee Talk with Nori, Unleashing Law of Attraction for Weight Release. Sound good? So the first video, they're all short because I really respect your time, and I know everybody's really busy. The first one was about one of my clients' success stories. You know, what it was like to navigate getting into wanting to make a change in the body, kind of moving through the roadblocks and tripwires that come up. I mean, it just happens. It happens. That's part of the process of expanding your consciousness, as well as using the universal laws to help you evolve, right? Or ascend, or whatever word is most comfortable for you. So the first one was about her journey, you know, how to get into it, what happens, the ups, the downs, the pitfalls, and then the ultimate success. And then the second one was getting ready to get ready. And I believe the title is something like sitting with the discomfort. And that particular video is about reframing that impetus, right? That push that we get that makes us go, oh my God, I've got to make a change. You know, for some people, somebody says something to you about your weight and it stings really badly. Or for other people, you may see a photograph, or you try to put on one of your favorite pieces of clothing and it doesn't fit. And all of that, I always get it here. And I use myself as an example, not because I'm anything special or because I've done anything fabulous, but because I've been there. You know, I've been more than 210 pounds, and I think there's very little that I have not gone through in order to get to this point of having the passion and the love for wanting to help other people release weight and get the health and the dynamic happiness that they desire, that they deserve. So the second video was about reframing, right? That discomfort that comes when you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've got to make the change. And then the discomfort of trying to figure out how to make the change. It was a good video. There's lots of motivation, lots of inspiration. So I highly recommend that if you're here because releasing weight and increasing your health and well-being is on the front burner for you, I really recommend that you watch those two short videos. So today we're going to talk about getting started, right? Getting absolutely rock solid. It's not really rock solid because energy is so dynamic and this is all about energy, but rock solid getting going. So we're going to be applying the laws of the universe, specifically the law of attraction, that's the law of vibration, but that's another show, um, in order to begin stepping in to the health and the body and the well-being that you desire. So what really is law of attraction? Law of attraction says that which we focus on with feeling, and this is Nori's definition, that which we focus on with feeling and consistency comes to us. That which we focus on with feeling and attention comes to us. That which we focus on with feeling and consistent attention comes to us. So we're going to roll that out. We're going to break that down. We're going to unpack that. So majoritively, we hear that law of attraction is ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive, right? We're missing something here. Ask, believe, action, receive. It's not a 3-step, it's a 4-step. Ask, believe, action, receive. And I love The Secret. I still watch The Secret, but it left out the action part. So let's talk about what that looks like. So getting started, and I'm not talking about getting started jumping on a diet, filling your fridge with high-fat foods for keto, getting your point book ready for Weight Watchers. What else? Getting grapefruit because you're going to do the grapefruit diet, right? I'm not talking about any of those. I'm talking about once and for all doing this weight release journey the right way. Dare I say the right way? It is the right way because it's your way. We are like combination locks. So one diet does not fit all. One program does not fit all. And I've got friends and clients that bear this out. I mean, absolutely bears it out. You know, they get on keto and they're, no, a little while, good. Okay, no, I can't do it. Get on Optavia. No, it's okay for a while, can't do it. Get on Weight Watchers. Yeah, it was good, but no, can't do it. Because it's not resonant with who they are. Now, is there a place for all of those programs? Absolutely. Absolutely. But ultimately, You're going to come back, you're going to arrive at this place of having to create your own way. We are like combination locks, and only our unique numbers open us up when it comes to weight release and health. So my combination is different than your combination. Your combination is different than your significant other's combination. And that's what is missing in this multi-billion-dollar weight loss industry. Weight Watchers, fabulous. Keto, good for some people. Optavia, there's a place for that. There's a place for those very intense restrictive programs, but like I said, you're always going to end up back in this place of having to develop a relationship with food and your body and your spirit and soul. Body, spirit, and soul are braided together like a beautiful, beautiful braid on somebody's hair, right? They're all braided together, and you can't really pull them apart. I mean, you can, but then you're only addressing one aspect of the braid. Okay, I'm just addressing the physical part. I'm just addressing the spirit part. I'm just addressing the soul part. Those are fragmented. It's when the three of them come together and we address the three of them together, which we're going to do with unleashing law of attraction on weight release. That's when everything happens. You can do Optavia. It's a fabulous program for somebody, for many people, but I just heard something loud. Excuse me. But you're going to come to the point where you have to make peace with food, understand your body, understand why you've had all of this history with food that hasn't been so great, and then heal that. So let's talk about law of attraction. Ask, believe, action, receive. Secret left the action part out. So it looked like if you just launch your intention and get a vision and think about the vision with feeling, that whatever you desire is going to kind of drop into your lap, right? You rub the lamp, it's going to drop into your lap. I say no, you need the action step. So let's talk about that. So in order to get what you want, you have to know what you want. Many times law of attraction didn't work because you didn't really know what you wanted and you weren't really focused on what you wanted. Law of attraction says that which we focus on with feeling, with passion, with desire, and action comes to us. If you are focused, and it is so prevalent in weight release because the weight thing is emotional. The weight thing is very emotional. And if you're here for that reason, I assume you are, you know what I'm talking about. You know that moment when you discover, oh my God, I'm 210 pounds. I mean, literally, that's how it happened for me. I was so unconscious to what I was doing, and why I was doing it, right? I mean, I was patting myself to keep people away from me. You can bypass all of that for a little while, but eventually you're going to end up here to the point of where you really need to make peace and heal all of those things, all of that energy that you put into place, all of those comments and unlimiting, limiting beliefs that are in your subconscious mind. You get to the point where it's time to work with all of that. And that's what I'm talking about today. So, the reason law of attraction may not have worked for you in other times is, how was your clarity? Were you crystal clear on what you wanted? And was your energy flowing in the direction of what you wanted? What does that mean, Nori? No, it's like a bunch of woo woo. So let me just reposition here because of my back. Um, if you jump into law of attraction and you're kind of wishy washy on what you want, or if you're kind of clear on what you want, but the emotion, the pain of being where you are supersedes the peaceful desire of where you want to go, that is the perfect formula for ask, believe, action, and receive. If you are, I'm going to break it down. If you know what you want, but you are too deep in the pain of what you don't want, being mad at this body, being mad at yourself for the way that you got to this point, being mad at the people that said things to you, being hurt because now here you are and I hate my body. If that energy is really strong and pervasive, the universe does not hear, I don't want to be fat. And that's encapsulates everything that I'm talking about right now, right? That feeling is, I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to be like this anymore. The universe doesn't hear that. The universe hears fat. And the universe, in all of its benevolent glory, wants to give us what we desire. So very passionately we are saying, I don't want to be fat. The universe doesn't hear, I don't want. It hears fat. It feels our passion, okay, the feeling part of it, and it is saying, oh, Nori wants fat. Nori wants more fat. Absolutely, whatever you desire. Your wish is my command, right? The secret. And that's why it hasn't worked. So, what I'm offering today is to back up and think about what you really, really want. And because this is emotional, you may get into everything you don't want, and that's okay. Let's use that. Let's use that. What don't you want? I don't want to be fat. I don't want my thighs rubbing together. I don't want my shirt constantly going in between my rolls in my belly. I don't want to not be able to pick things up gracefully off the floor. I don't want to have my pants fit so badly because it's hard to buy pants when I'm fat. Let's reverse that, right? Take the negation out and make it what you do want. I want to be lean. I want to be lean and fluid, whatever word suits you. I want to have space in between my thighs. I want to be able to bend down and stand up with grace and ease. I want my clothes to feel really good. So can you see the difference, right? The polarity of what I don't want and what I do want. So we have to let go of the angst that is with the what I don't want, because that's the signal that we're giving to the universe that's keeping us stuck in this body that we don't want. So we begin to let it go. How? By moving more of our focus into what we do want. How do we do that? Write down, now that you've reversed the negation, write down what you do want and make it affirmative. I am lean and fluid. I am loving having a space in between my thighs. I love, I am graceful and flexible. I love the way I feel in my clothes. Begin to feel into that and let the sweetness of those feelings, right? We've suffered enough with the emotion and the pain of what we don't want. Let that go. Move into true self-love and allow yourself to feel those feelings. And it may take time, and you may only begin to be able to feel one little bit of it, but that's okay. You're moving in the right direction. So you get clear on what you want. Use what you don't want. Use that pain to switch the pain, the negation, the negative into positive statements and write them down. And if you still can't really feel it, and I get it, I know why you can't feel it. I'm with you. I've been there. I get there. I'm with you. Move into your why. Why do you want what you want? I want to feel free in my body. Why do you want to feel free in your body? I want to feel free in my body because it feels good. Why do you want to feel good? Well, when it feels good, I'm more of who I am. I'm more of who I came to be. Great. What happens when you're more of who you came to be? Well, when I'm more of who I came to be, I'm really productive and doing all the things that I love to do. And part of that is I love helping people. So I'm more available to do what I love to do and help people. Great. There's a fabulous why. There's a fabulous why. Doing it is more effective, doing this process, when you write it down. When you write it down. Write down what you don't want. Turn what you don't want into what you do want. Make the negation affirmative. Make the negative positive. And then create the feeling place, right? Begin to feel into that. And I know you're not ready to feel it yet. You can't feel it yet. You're like, Nori, how the heck can I feel that? How can I feel comfortable when my shirt still goes in between my rolls? I get it. I understand that. So let's make a statement for that. I love that when I sit down, my blouse is smooth. That feels way different than I hate when I have to keep pulling my blouse out, right? So turn the negative into my blouse is smooth when I sit down, the positive. And this is not a quick process. And this is what I'm going to be doing in my program, Unleashing Law of Attraction for Weight Release. But I'm giving you the steps right here, right now. You can begin. So let's recap, and I'm going to give you one more step because I'm 23 minutes in. I want to keep this short. Figure out what you don't want. Very clear on what we don't want. Turn what you don't want into what you do want. I want. Write it down, write it down, write it down, write it down. Exhaust yourself writing it down. Why do I want that? All of the reasons why you want that. Plus, don't forget the reason. You deserve it. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to feel joyful. Nothing is more important than that you feel good. Thank you, Esther and Abraham. Nothing is more important than that you feel good. Nothing is more important than that you feel good. Figure out what you don't want, turn that into what you do want, write down why you want it, and then when you really, really, truly have done that, you're going to make an umbrella statement that encapsulates, that holds in a beautiful basket everything that you desire. The statement may be really long in the beginning, right? I am happy, healthy, graceful, flexible, comfortable in my clothes, lean and healthy. It may be really long, but then you're just going to condense it, right? Well, when I think about how I feel in my body, does the word lean and flexible say all that? Yeah, actually it does. So you're going to condense it down until you have a manageable statement. I am lean, healthy, and flexible. I am lean, happy, healthy, and flexible. You know all of the work. You know all of the work that you put in with the heavy pen to get to that statement. So that's a very powerful statement. I apologize for the construction noise. It never fails, right? I know, it's law of attraction, Nori. You keep saying that, you're going to keep having construction in the background. You're right. Thanks for calling me on that. So then you get your overall statement, and then you're going to write it. You're going to write it 3 times. You're going to read it out loud 3 times. That's the step 1. That's the construction that we're going to manifest as absent next time. So that's the beginning. You got it? Let me recap one more time. I'm almost into 30 minutes. Figure out what you don't want. That's easy. Turn it into statements of what you do want. Positive statements. Take those statements and figure out why you want all that. Why? Write it out. Get to the very bottom when there's no more whys left. Then make your overall statement, and then you're going to write it 3 times a day. Now there's a secret formula that's not so secret, it's an insider formula, and I'm going to tell you that next time. But for now, I'm going to thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me with this very delicate aspect of life, with this very delicate aspect of your body, mind, spirit, and soul. And they all work together. And thank you for the opportunity of offering this, of expressing this, because this is my why. This is part of my why. When I'm happy, healthy, lean, and feeling good, I'm more of who I came to be. When I'm more of who I came to be, I help more people because that's what I love to do. So thank you. Thank you for participating and contributing to my why. Don't forget, at Broadcast Team Alpha, we've got the Tuesday night show, 8 o'clock Eastern. We've got the Paranormal World, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, we've got the little snippet show, right, shorter than all the others. And it is the Quantum Wellbeing Show. And right now we're doing the series, Coffee Talks, regarding weight release. Much love, everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you next week with the insider formula for writing your statements. I'll see you then. Much love.